On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Queer.
Strange or odd, typically in an interesting or attractive way.
Examples:
Queer money. Queer fashion. The behavior of the clown at the party was quite queer.
Physicist.
A scientist who specializes in the field of physics.
Examples:
Talented physicist. Theoretical physicist. Einstein was an outstanding and famous physicist of the 20th century.
Paradoxical.
Seemingly contradictory or absurd because of having two opposite features or facts, though it is probably true.
Examples:
A paradoxical anecdote. Apparently paradoxical. It is paradoxical that the French, who prefer animal foods, live longer than people in other countries.
Preposterous.
Absurd, ridiculous, or contrary to reason or common sense.
Examples:
Preposterous claim. Preposterous price. The idea that aliens built the pyramids is preposterous.
Wasteful.
Characterized by excessive or unnecessary use or consumption, using resources or materials inefficiently or inappropriately, resulting in unnecessary waste or expense.
Examples:
Wasteful practices. Wasteful habits. Buying new clothes every week is a wasteful use of money and resources.
Postulate.
To suggest or assume the existence, truth, or necessity of something, typically as a basis for reasoning or further investigation.
Examples:
Postulate a theory. Postulate an argument. Scientists postulate that gravity plays a major role in the universe's formation.
Undetectable.
Not able to be noticed or seen, or too small or faint to be noticed.
Examples:
Undetectable levels. Below undetectable limits. The study found that the changes in the brain were undetectable by current imaging techniques.
Porthole.
A small round window in a ship or aircraft, often with a hinged cover.
Examples:
Porthole window. Round porthole. The cabin's porthole provided a beautiful ocean view.
Imbibe.
To consume or absorb something, especially an alcoholic beverage, to accept ideas or information.
Examples:
Imbibe the idea. Imbibe alcohol. She imbibed the culture and traditions of the country during her visit.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date. Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Iguana.
A large tropical lizard with a ridge of spines down its back and a long tail, native to the Americas.
Examples:
Green iguana. Spiny-tailed iguana. The nature documentary showcased the mating rituals of the blue iguana species native to the Cayman Islands.
Brainstorming.
A group activity or business method in which a group of people meet and think about something at the same time to solve a problem or to create good ideas.
Examples:
Brainstorming session. Do a brainstorming about a new product. Many companies employ brainstorming as a good way of generating innovative ideas.
Shatter.
To break suddenly into many pieces.
Examples:
Shatter the plate. Shatter a world record. Her husband's death shattered her life entirely.
Aft.
The opposite of forward, located at or towards the rear or back of a ship, aircraft, or other vehicle.
Examples:
Aft cabin. Aft view. The aft section of the ship suffered significant damage after the collision with the reef.
Motionless.
Without movement or motion, completely still.
Examples:
Motionless figure. Motionless body. The wounded soldier lay motionless on the battlefield waiting for medical attention.
Rot.
To decay, or cause something to decay, naturally and gradually.
Examples:
Begin to rot. Rot with age. Please refrigerate the meat, or it will rot.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence. A feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
Creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Impenetrable.
Not able to be passed through, entered, or understood.
Examples:
Impenetrable fortress. Through an impenetrable fog. The jungle was so dense and impenetrable that it was almost impossible to find a way through.
Penetrate.
To pass into or through something, often by overcoming resistance.
Examples:
penetrate a cell. Penetrate quickly into the skin. Western ideology slowly penetrates through the Eastern countries.
Ancestor:
a person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Cosmos:
another name for the universe, mainly used when it is thought of as an ordered system.
Examples:
exploration of cosmos. Origin of the cosmos. Supercomputers enable scientists to create computational models of the cosmos.
Denizen:
an inhabitant or resident of a particular place, a person, animal, or plant that is frequently found or is characteristic of a particular region or environment.
Examples:
internet denizen. Waterfront denizen. The lake is known for its denizens of various fish species.
Frightening:
causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples:
cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Quicken:
to make or become faster or more rapid, to accelerate or speed up, to stimulate or stimulate something to happen or occur more quickly.
Examples:
quicken the process. Quicken heart rate. I need to quicken my pace to finish this project on time.
Jog:
to run or move at a slow or leisurely pace, typically for exercise, to continue talking or writing without a definite plan or purpose.
Examples:
jog in place. Jog my memory. She decided to jog around the park to clear her head.
Confound:
to confuse or perplex, to mix up or throw into disorder, to prove to be false or illogical.
Examples:
confound right and wrong. Confound the problem. The unexpected events confounded the scientists, who had to rethink their hypothesis.
Arsenal:
a collection of weapons or military equipment stored in preparation for war or conflict. A collection of resources or tools available for use in a particular field or endeavor.
Examples:
arsenal of knowledge. Political arsenal. The police found a hidden arsenal of weapons in the suspect's house.
Oblivious:
not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, forgetful.
Examples:
oblivious of his promise. Oblivious to our response. She was so engrossed in her work that she was oblivious to her surroundings.
Posit.
To suggest or accept something as fact or as a basis for argument or consideration.
Examples:
Posit the existence of life after death. Posit the premise. We should posit several hypotheses to discuss the matter.
Scathe.
To harm or injure someone or something, often by using words or criticism, to cut or wound deeply.
Examples:
Scathe the coastal town. Scathe the politician's credibility. The harsh words from her boss were enough to scathe her confidence for the rest of the day.
Preoccupation.
The state or condition of thinking about something continuously or obsessively.
Examples:
Preoccupation with work. Military preoccupation. She has an obsessive preoccupation with weight and shape.
Fluctuation.
A change, or the process of changing, that frequently happens, especially from one extreme to another, the quality of being unsteady and subject to changes.
Examples:
Price fluctuations. Fluctuation of water level. Temperature fluctuations are often milder in oceanfront areas.
Unreal.
Imaginary, not existing in fact.
Examples:
Have an unreal feeling. Unreal situation. The idea of winning the lottery seemed so unreal that he didn't even bother buying a ticket.
Ethereal.
Delicate, light, and airy, extremely refined or subtle, heavenly or spiritual.
Examples:
Ethereal beauty. Ethereal light. The ethereal music created a dreamlike atmosphere in the concert hall.
Whirlpool.
A rapidly rotating mass of water or air, especially one in a river or sea, causing a suction or vortex.
Examples:
Whirlpool effect. Whirlpool bathtub. The river had several dangerous whirlpools that were difficult to navigate.
Volcano.
A mountain or hill, typically conical, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, and gas are or have been erupted from the Earth's crust.
Examples:
Volcano alert level. Active volcano. The island was formed by a volcano millions of years ago.
Dune.
A hill or ridge of sand that is formed by the wind and found in deserts, coastal areas, or other locations with loose, sandy soil.
Examples:
Dune ecosystem. Coastal dune. We climbed the sandy dune to get a better view of the ocean.
Crescent.
A shape that is curved and tapering, often resembling a moon's crescent shape.
Examples:
crescent moon, crescent beach. The river formed a crescent shape around the bend.
Cascade.
A small waterfall or series of small waterfalls, a succession of stages or operations or processes or units.
Examples:
cascade connection, transistor cascade. The cascade of waterfalls in the national park was a breathtaking sight.
Bombshell.
A sudden and unexpected piece of news or information that is shocking, startling, or disruptive. A person who is very attractive or sexy.
Examples:
political bombshell, beauty bombshell. The news of his resignation was a bombshell for the company's employees.
Momentary.
Lasting for only a brief moment or an extremely short period of time, occurring momentarily.
Examples:
momentary pause, momentary distraction. The momentary lapse in concentration caused her to miss the crucial shot.
Neutrino.
A very small and electrically neutral particle with a very small mass that rarely reacts with other matter.
Examples:
neutrino capture, sterile neutrinos. This laboratory has a pool consisting of thousands of neutrino detectors.
Varnish.
A liquid that is painted onto wood, metal, etc. and that forms a hard, clear, shiny surface when dry.
Examples:
varnish oil, fast-acting varnish. This varnish provides a long-lasting and durable gloss finish.
Mole.
Small velvety furred burrowing mammal having small eyes and fossorial 4 feet, a spy who works against enemy espionage, a small congenital pigmented spot on the skin.
Examples:
mole catcher, mole planted by the FBI. The mole burrowed in the ground.
Stride.
To walk with long steps in a particular direction, noun, an important and positive progress.
Examples:
stride across a room, stride down a slope. She strides confidently across the stage to accept her award.
Hue.
The quality of a color as determined by its dominant wavelength.
Examples:
the hues of a rainbow. Hue change. To achieve a warmer hue, add orange paint.
Furry.
Covered in fur or a furry material, resembling fur.
Examples:
the furry skin. Have furry leaves. The stuffed animal was so furry and soft that it was hard to resist hugging it.
Blueness.
The quality or state of being blue in color, a blue hue or tint, melancholic or sad mood or feeling.
Examples:
The blueness of the ocean. Feeling blueness inside. The painter captured the blueness of the sky in his landscape painting.
Multimodal.
Involving or using several ways of communication or expression.
Examples:
Multimodal input device. Multimodal approach. The multimodal transportation system included trains, buses, and bikes.
Dilute.
To make a substance less concentrated by adding a liquid or another substance to it.
Examples:
Dilute acid with water. Dilute a great idea. She diluted the concentrated juice with water.
Caproic.
Pertaining to or derived from caproic acid, equals a fatty acid with 6 carbon atoms, relating to or resembling the odor or properties of caproic acid.
Examples:
Caproic fatty acid. Caproic odor. Researchers are studying the caproic fermentation process to produce biofuels.
Rhinoceros.
Also rhino, a large, thick-skinned mammal with 1 or 2 horns on the nose, typically found in Africa and Asia.
Examples:
Rhinoceros habitat. White rhinoceros. The baby rhinoceros at the wildlife sanctuary was recently born and is very cute.
Improbable.
Not likely to happen or be true, unlikely, having a low probability or chance of occurring.
Examples:
Improbable story. Improbable event. It is improbable that we will find a solution to this problem overnight.
Crystalline.
Resembling crystal in clarity, transparency, or brilliance, having a highly ordered and symmetrical molecular structure.
Examples:
Crystalline structure. Crystalline water. The geologist found a beautiful specimen of a crystalline mineral.
Vibrate.
To move or cause anything to move fast and in small increments from side to side.
Examples:
Vibrate at a regular frequency. Vibrate with anger. During the flight, the wings of the plane vibrate.
Writ.
A written legal order or command.
Examples:
A writ of summons. Issue a writ. He was served with a writ of eviction, giving him the notice to vacate the property.
Astronomical.
Relating to astronomy or the study of celestial bodies and phenomena, very large or immense in scale or magnitude.
Examples:
Astronomical observation. Astronomical numbers. The cost of the new equipment was astronomical and beyond the company's budget.
Originate.
To come into existence in a particular place or situation, to start something in a specific place.
Examples:
Originate from the country. Originate a political movement. The flight originates in Vancouver.
Apprentice.
A person who works for and learns from a skilled employer to become a skilled worker themselves.
Examples:
Apprentice carpenter. A young apprentice. He took on an apprentice to teach him the trade.
Emancipate.
To set free from legal, social, or political restrictions, to liberate.
Examples:
Emancipate a slave. Emancipate him from anxiety. The organization works to emancipate people from poverty and provide them with education and job opportunities.
Slit.
A narrow cut or opening, often made by a sharp instrument or tool. Verb, to cut or make a long, narrow opening or incision in something, typically with a sharp instrument such as a knife or scissors.
Examples:
Slit pocket. Slit the fabric. He made a small slit in the paper to fit it in the envelope.
Relativism.
The belief that truth, knowledge, or morality are not absolute or objective, but instead relative to the context in which they are perceived or determined.
Examples:
Linguistic relativism. Cultural relativism. Moral relativism suggests that there is no objective right or wrong.
Contraction.
The act or process of becoming smaller or shorter in size, volume, or amount.
Examples:
Contraction of a disease. Contraction in the industry. The contraction of the economy has led to job losses.
Misbehave.
To behave badly.
Examples:
Misbehave with language. The student who had misbehaved. It was unbelievable that they should misbehave.
Austere.
Severe or strict in manner or attitude, without adornment or ornamentation, ascetically simple.
Examples:
Austere budget. Austere decor. The monk's austere lifestyle was characterized by simplicity and self-discipline.
Vile.
Highly offensive, unpleasant, or objectionable, morally reprehensible or wicked, characterized by cruelty or violence.
Examples:
Vile behavior. Vile language. The vile smell coming from the dumpster was unbearable.
Escalate.
To increase in intensity, size, or severity, to make something greater, worse, or more serious.
Examples:
Escalate into a major international incident. To escalate. The situation quickly escalated and turned violent.
Revert.
To return to a previous state or condition, to reply.
Examples:
Revert to a heavy smoker. Revert to the original subject. After trying the new software, I reverted to the old version.
Basil.
An herb with fragrant, green leaves that is used to flavor many different types of food, especially Italian and Thai cuisine.
Examples:
Freshly chopped basil. Basil leaves. The basil in the garden was ready to be picked for tonight's pasta dish.
Thrash.
To beat violently with a stick or whip, to move violently and uncontrollably, to defeat soundly in a competition or contest.
Examples:
Thrash about with pain. Thrash out a deal. He thrashed in the water when he realized he was too far from the shore.
Arboreal.
Relating to or living in trees, characterized by the presence of trees.
Examples:
Arboreal lifestyle. Arboreal habitat. The spider monkey is an arboreal primate found in Central and South America.
Scientifically.
In a way that relates to science or is connected with science.
Examples:
Investigate scientifically. Scientifically explainable. The hypothesis is not yet scientifically proven.
Cumbersome.
Difficult to handle or use, especially because of being large, heavy, or not effective, not elegant or graceful in expression.
Examples:
Cumbersome process. A cumbersome suitcase. His cumbersome writing style made the reader confused.
Purposeful.
Having a specific aim or purpose, determined.
Examples:
Purposeful series of actions. At a purposeful pace. She had a purposeful look and was determined to complete the task.
Impute.
To attribute or ascribe a quality or action to someone or something. To assign responsibility or blame for a particular act or outcome.
Examples:
Impute guilt to him without evidence. Impute the accident to the inattentiveness. He tried to impute the project's failure on his team members, but they were not responsible.
Brilliantly.
In an intelligent, graceful, or skillful manner, very brightly or effectively.
Examples:
Brilliantly executed. Brilliantly lit. He played the piano brilliantly at the concert.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Seize.
To catch or take hold of someone or something suddenly and forcibly, to capture the attention or imagination of something.
Examples:
Seize a person's property. Seize the day. He has the superpower to seize a business opportunity.
Delude.
To deceive or mislead someone, to give a false impression of something.
Examples:
Delude with false promises. Delude the public. It is easy to delude yourself into thinking everything is fine when it's not.
Pleistocene.
Relating to the geological epoch between the Pliocene and Holocene, characterized by extensive glaciations and the presence of early human ancestors.
Examples:
Marine Pleistocene deposits. Pleistocene climate fluctuations. Mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and giant ground sloths are examples of Pleistocene megafauna.